घूस देता है तो सिटीजन के पास बस दो ऑप्शन है, या तो घूस दो और खुद क्रिमिनल बन जाओ, या फिर घूस देने से मना कर दो जिससे आपको वो चीज मिले ही ना जो आपका लीगल अधिकार है। इसीलिए इकोनॉमिस्ट कौशिक बासु कहते हैं कि अभी हमारे लॉ के हिसाब से दोनों ब्राइब गिवर और ब्राइब टेकर पार्टनर्स इन क्राइम है, और एक बार ये घूस दे दी गई तो दोनों का इंसेंटिव है कि किसी के पास ये बात पहुंचनी नहीं चाहिए, नहीं तो दोनों जेल जाएंगे। इसी चीज का समाधान करने के लिए उन्होंने एक फैसिनेटिंग सोल्यूशन बताया। 2011 में जब वो डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार के चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर थे, तब उन्होंने एक वर्किंग पेपर पब्लिश किया और इसमें उन्होंने क्या सोल्यूशन बताया कि घूस देने को लीगल कर दो। उन्होंने कहा कि अगर कोई ऑफिशियल घूस की मांग कर रहा है एक हरासमेंट ब्राइब के लिए, चाहे वो बिजली का कनेक्शन के लिए हो या फिर एक राशन कार्ड के लिए हो, तो वो सिटीजन जो घूस दे रहा है उसको क्रिमिनल के तौर पर ट्रीट नहीं किया जाना चाहिए, बस उस सरकारी ऑफिशियल को जेल में डालना चाहिए जिसने घूस की मांग करी। वो ये भी कहते हैं कि अगर कोर्ट मान लेता है कि उस सरकारी ऑफिशियल ने घूस मांगी तो उस ऑफिशियल को घूस का पूरा पैसा वापस करना होगा उस सिटीजन को जिससे उन्होंने पैसा ऐंठा। अब आप में से कुछ लोग सोचोगे कि ये कोई रियलिस्टिक सोल्यूशन है भी या फिर नहीं। बासु का जवाब था कि ये सोल्यूशन गेम थ्योरी के आधार पर है। वो कहते हैं कि अभी ब्राइब गिवर और ब्राइब टेकर के बीच में एक साइलेंट पार्टनरशिप है, घूस देने के बाद दोनों चुप रहेंगे। पर अगर ये लॉ बना दिया गया कि ब्राइब गिविंग इलीगल नहीं है तो घूस देने के बाद सरकारी ऑफिशियल तो चुप रहने की मांग करेगा, पर सिटीजन के पास कोई रीजन नहीं है कि वो चुप रहे। इनफैक्ट सिटीजन चाहेगा कि वो पुलिस को रिपोर्ट करे इस घूस के बारे में ताकि उनको अपना पैसा वापस मिल जाए। फिर आप ये सोचो कि करप्ट ऑफिसर भी दो बार सोचेगा कि भाई अगर मैंने घूस ले ली इससे तो ये शायद पुलिस स्टेशन जाएगा, मेरी कंप्लेन करेगा और फिर मैं तो जेल में जाऊंगा। इसीलिए कौशिक बासु कहते हैं कि घूस लेने वाले सरकारी ऑफिशियल्स भी दो बार सोचेंगे घूस लेने से पहले। वो कहते हैं कि ऐसे लॉ की वजह से करप्शन में, हरासमेंट, ब्राइब्स में एक ड्रामेटिक ड्रॉप होगा, और वो कहते हैं कि इस चीज के लिए हमें ज्यादा मेहनत भी नहीं करनी। ये नहीं कि हमें एक नई सीबीआई एजेंसी बनानी है या फिर नए ऑफिशियल्स को हायर करना है, बस लॉ को चेंज करना है। अब आइडिया तो अच्छा साउंड करता है और उन्होंने एक पेपर भी पब्लिश किया इसके बारे में डिटेल में बात करने के लिए। तो भाई ये लॉ बना क्यों? क्योंकि इस पेपर के बाद देश में बवाल मच गया। कुछ लोगों ने इस आइडिया को ब्रिलियंट बताया और कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि इससे तो ब्राइबरी लीगल हो जाएगी हमारे देश में। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया के दो एमपीज ने प्राइम मिनिस्टर और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को लिखा कि ये आइडिया इतना बेकार है कि इसको सरकारी वेबसाइट से हटा देना चाहिए, जबकि नारायण मूर्ति जैसे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने इस आइडिया को सपोर्ट किया। प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इस आइडिया के पीछे कोई बड़ा पॉलिटिशियन खड़े होने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं था, इसलिए आइडिया मर गया। और ये नहीं था कि सारे, ये नहीं कि हमें एक नई सीबीआई एजेंसी बनानी है या फिर नए ऑफिशियल्स को हायर करना है, बस लॉ को चेंज करना है। अब आइडिया तो अच्छा साउंड करता है और उन्होंने एक पेपर भी पब्लिश किया इसके बारे में डिटेल में बात करने के लिए। तो भाई ये लॉ बना क्यों? क्योंकि इस पेपर के बाद देश में बवाल मच गया। कुछ लोगों ने इस आइडिया को ब्रिलियंट बताया और कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि इससे तो ब्राइबरी लीगल हो जाएगी हमारे देश में। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया के दो एमपीज ने प्राइम मिनिस्टर और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को लिखा कि ये आइडिया इतना बेकार है कि इसको सरकारी वेबसाइट से हटा देना चाहिए, जबकि नारायण मूर्ति जैसे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने इस आइडिया को सपोर्ट किया। प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इस आइडिया के पीछे कोई बड़ा पॉलिटिशियन खड़े होने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं था, इसलिए आइडिया दिखा। वो कहते हैं कि ऐसे लॉ की वजह से करप्शन में, हरासमेंट, ब्राइब्स में एक ड्रामेटिक ड्रॉप होगा, और वो कहते हैं कि इस चीज के लिए हमें ज्यादा मेहनत भी नहीं करनी। ये नहीं कि हमें एक नई सीबीआई एजेंसी बनानी है या फिर नए ऑफिशियल्स को हायर करना है, बस लॉ को चेंज करना है। अब आइडिया तो अच्छा साउंड करता है और उन्होंने एक पेपर भी पब्लिश किया इसके बारे में डिटेल में बात करने के लिए। तो भाई ये लॉ बना क्यों? क्योंकि इस पेपर के बाद देश में बवाल मच गया। कुछ लोगों ने इस आइडिया को ब्रिलियंट बताया और कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि इससे तो ब्राइबरी लीगल हो जाएगी हमारे देश में। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया के दो एमपीज ने प्राइम मिनिस्टर और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को लिखा कि ये आइडिया इतना बेकार है कि इसको सरकारी वेबसाइट से हटा देना चाहिए, जबकि नारायण मूर्ति जैसे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने इस आइडिया को सपोर्ट किया। प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इस आइडिया के पीछे कोई बड़ा पॉलिटिशियन खड़े होने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं था, इसलिए आइडिया मर गया। और ये नहीं था कि सारे इकोनॉमिस्ट इस आइडिया को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे। एक इकोनॉमिस्ट जॉन ड्रेस ने इस आइडिया को बेकार बताया। उन्होंने कहा कि सरफेस लेवल पर तो कौशिक बासु का आइडिया बहुत स्मार्ट साउंड करता है कि हाँ आप एक लॉ बना दो जिससे ब्राइब गिवर और ब्राइब टेकर के इंसेंटिव चेंज हो जाएंगे जैसी घूस दी जाती है, पर रियल वर्ल्ड इतना आसान नहीं है। उन्होंने कहा कि कौशिक बासु का जो मॉडल है वो अज्यूम करता है कि सिटीजन के पास बस दो ऑप्शन है, या तो घूस दो और कंप्लेन करो या फिर घूस दो ही ना। पर रियलिटी में उनके पास तीन चॉइसेस होती है कि घूस दो, अपना काम निपटाओ और मुंह बंद रखो। कौशिक बासु के प्रपोजल से सेकंड ऑप्शन तो बहुत अट्रैक्टिव हो जाता है, क्योंकि अगर आपने कंप्लेन करी आप जेल नहीं जाओगे और पॉसिबिलिटी भी है कि आपको अपना पैसा वापस मिल जाए। पर जॉन ड्रेस ये भी कहते हैं कि कौशिक बासु के प्रपोजल से तीसरा ऑप्शन भी और अट्रैक्टिव हो जाता है कि भाई घूस दो, काम करवाओ और चुप रहो, क्योंकि अगर आप घूस देना लीगल है तो भाई चिंता क्या, घूस देते रहो। दूसरी चीज है कि मोस्ट ऑर्डिनरी लोगों के लिए एक्चुअली बस दो चॉइसेस है, या तो घूस मत दो जिससे आपका कई महीने और सालों तक काम ही नहीं होगा, या फिर घूस दो जिससे आपका कम से कम काम खत्म हो जाए। इमेजिन करो कि आप एक फैक्ट्री खोल रहे हो और बिजली का कनेक्शन चाहते हो। जो सरकारी ऑफिशियल है वो घूस की मांग करता है, पर मोस्ट लोग ये सरदर्दी लेना नहीं चाहते क्योंकि इससे कोर्ट जाना हो सकता है, पुलिस से हरासमेंट हो सकती है और ये भी डर है कि आपका कभी काम हो ही ना। और जॉन ड्रेस कहते हैं कि अगर कौशिक बासु का लॉ पास कर दिया गया तो यही प्रॉब्लम होगी। लोग सोचेंगे कि भाई काम खत्म करवाना है तो घूस देना ही इकलौता तरीका है, और अगर घूस देना लीगल हो गया तो घूस देते रहो। और फिर वो कहते हैं कि भाई मान भी लो कि सिटीजन ने कंप्लेन कर भी दी, उसके बाद क्या कोई गारंटी है कि आपका बिजली का कनेक्शन लगेगा, सरकारी ऑफिशियल को पनिशमेंट मिलेगी और आपको अपने घूस का पैसा वापस मिल जाएगा? जब सरकार पर ट्रस्ट इतना कम है सिटीजन का, कितने सिटीजन ये रिस्क उठाएंगे? रिस्क ये भी है कि अगर आपने कंप्लेन कर दी तो हो सकता है कि कोई दूसरा गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल भी आपकी मदद ना करे, क्योंकि उनको लगेगा कि ये सिटीजन हमें कभी भी दबा सकता है। तो सवाल यह है कि इस लॉ बनाने से क्या करप्शन कम होगा या फिर बढ़ेगा? एक साइड पर है कौशिक बासु और दूसरी साइड पर है जॉन ड्रेस। अब इसको टेस्ट करने के लिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया गया। यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ हैदराबाद में एक रिसर्च एक्सपेरिमेंट बनाया गया जहाँ 360 यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स लिए गए और उनको रोल्स दिए गए, सिटीजंस और सरकारी ऑफिशियल्स के। इन सभी लोगों के बीच 2 डिफरेंट गेम्स खेली गई। पहली गेम या सिमेट्रिक लायबिलिटी है, यानी कि वो लॉ जहाँ दोनों ब्राइब गिवर और ब्राइब टेकर के खिलाफ लीगल कार्रवाई हो सकती है। और दूसरा सेटअप था एसिमेट्रिक लायबिलिटी, यानी कि कौशिक बासु का प्रपोजल जहाँ बस ब्राइब टेकर को पनिश किया जाता है। और जो फाइंडिंग्स थी वो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग थी। जब सिमेट्रिक लायबिलिटी होती है, यानी कि जो करंट लॉ है, अब कोई भी ब्राइब रिपोर्ट नहीं करता। मोस्ट सिटीजंस घूस देते हैं अपना काम करवाने के लिए और घूस देने के बाद सब चुपचाप रहते हैं। एग्जैक्टली वही चीज जो कौशिक बासु ने बताई कि ब्राइब गिवर और ब्राइब टेकर पार्टनर्स इन क्राइम है। फिर गेम स्विच कर दी जाती है एसिमेट्रिक लायबिलिटी में और इधर देखा जाता है कि अब सिटीजंस घूस को रिपोर्ट करने के लिए तैयार है। अब जो भी हो रहा है वो एग्जैक्टली कौशिक बासु ने प्रेडिक्ट किया, पर रिसर्चर्स इधर रुकते नहीं है। उनको ये भी देखना है कि जो जॉन ड्रेस का क्रिटिसिज्म है वो वैलिड है या फिर नहीं। इसलिए वो कुछ और रूल्स ऐड करते हैं। वो ये बोलते हैं कि कुछ सिटीजंस जो ब्राइब रिपोर्ट करते हैं उनके पास कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि उनको अपना पैसा मिलेगा भी। एक और वर्जन खेला जाता है जहां रिपोर्ट करने के बाद सरकारी ऑफिशियल सिटीजन की जिंदगी तबाह कर सकता है हरासमेंट से या फिर उनका काम ना करके। और रिजल्ट्स ने यही दिखाया जो जॉन ड्रेस ने प्रेडिक्ट किया। जब लोगों को पता है कि उनको शायद रिफंड ना मिले, लोग रिपोर्टिंग करना बंद कर देते हैं। और जब लोगों को पता चलता है कि सरकारी ऑफिशियल कंप्लेन के बाद उनकी तरफ भागेगा तो लोग रिपोर्टिंग करना और कम कर देते हैं। तो बेसिकली रिसर्चर्स ने ये कंक्लूड किया कि लोग तब कंप्लेन करेंगे जब 2 चीजें होंगी। पहली कि करप्ट सरकारी ऑफिशियल को पनिशमेंट मिलेगी और दूसरी कि कंप्लेन करने के बाद सिटीजन के खिलाफ कोई कार्रवाई नहीं होगी। और यही चीज हमें हमारे समाज में चाहिए। हमें बेसिकली विसिल ब्लोअर पॉलिसीज चाहिए कि अगर आपने कंप्लेन करी, ना आपका नाम पब्लिक में आएगा और ना किसी और सरकारी ऑफिशियल को पता चल सकता है कि आपने कंप्लेन करी। और दूसरी चीज है एनफोर्समेंट की, कि कंप्लेन तो हो गई पर उसके बाद क्या पुलिस इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी, क्या सरकारी ऑफिशियल को एक्चुअली जेल भेजा जाएगा या फिर नहीं। जब एनफोर्समेंट होती है, चाहे छोटी या फिर बड़ी, रिजल्ट्स देखने को मिलते हैं। जैसे इंदौर म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन ने स्पेशल क्लीनलीनेस स्क्वाड्स बनाए ऑन द स्पॉट चालान्स लगाने के लिए उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो गंदगी कर रहे हैं। फरवरी 2025 में ही इंदौर की म्युनिसिपैलिटी ने 4000 लोगों को पकड़ा कचरा करते हुए और 36 लाख रुपए कलेक्ट करे फाइन्स में। ये एक तरीका है अपने शहर को साफ रखने का। सिंगापुर का भी एग्जांपल देख लो। 1960s में समाज के हर लेवल में उधर करप्शन होता था और आज ये वन ऑफ द लीस्ट करप्ट कंट्रीज में से एक है। ये हुआ एक स्ट्रॉन्ग एंटी करप्शन बॉडी की वजह से, सिंगापुर करप्ट प्रैक्टिसेस इन्वेस्टिगेशन ब्यूरो, जिसका काम ही यही है कि जब एक सरकारी ऑफिसर के खिलाफ कंप्लेन होती है तो उसको इम्पार्शियली इन्वेस्टिगेट करें। और यही अच्छा तरीका है करप्शन को हटाने का। एनफोर्समेंट हो या अच्छी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो और जो कंप्लेन कर रहा है उसकी आइडेंटिटी प्रोटेक्ट करी जाए। अगर ऐसा होगा तो लोग कंप्लेन करेंगे, नहीं तो लोग घूस देंगे अपना काम करवाने के लिए और फिर चुप रहेंगे। ऑल्सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू चेक आउट आउटस्किल, डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है।
Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously, because it's really kind of long. But this is basically where people have been losing their minds. People have been out of their fucking mind about this, furious at this, like, so mad.
We played a little while ago. God, people are freaking being annoying in my chat right now.
Why?
They were being so annoying about it earlier too. They just like be going on tangents.
What are they saying, Vanilla?
That about the homophobic jokes. They're like, but then you just if you still hang out with someone like that, then you just support it.
So basically what happened is that Cutie Cinderella said that she would hang out with people that were in phase because the people that are in phase are, you know, like they said, yeah, they make homophobic jokes, but they don't do that around me. And also, like, you know, how can you change somebody and make somebody see your point of view if you just always demonize them and hate them, right? So that's basically what she was saying. And like that, and this is, by the way, this is the normal opinion. That's what normal people think, right? But obviously, here's the problem, is we on the internet, bitch. So people are mad as fuck about this. And also another reason, by the way, why Cutie is hanging out with the phase people, and I like Cutie, but let's be honest, the reason why you're hanging out with them is because they got a lot of viewers, right? You're friends with them because they're really popular. If they were getting like 1 or 2K viewers, you'd be talking about how bad they are. That's what I think. No, I don't know that. I don't know that, but that's what I think. I think that once a person, because people would levy the same criticism at people like Kai or like fucking XQC, but a lot of these people will put that aside. In my opinion, like, this is what people need to understand with like any sort of virtue signaling. This is my favorite part about it, is that it puts somebody in between the position of virtue signaling and clout. And what it reveals is that the virtue signaling only existed in service of gaining clout. And I think a lot of these viewers are starting to realize that. That's the truth. Again, maybe it's a mean thing to say. Maybe people might not want to hear that. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I am at a position now where I just don't give a fuck. I just do not give a fuck. I will just come out and say this stuff because I think somebody needs to, because we live in such an era of inauthenticity that somebody needs to come out and say that it's real.
No, so this
And by the way, I totally support Cutie. I think she's totally right about this. But I also think that she's cultivated an audience over the years, and she's basically created this type of an audience. She has. It's my criticism of her, but like I like her as a person. I've spoken to her multiple times. I think she's a very, very nice girl.
what I'm going to describe, okay? And you guys can
Okay.
believe what you can believe.
I know, like I want
Okay?
like explain it. I want you to like explain it better.
This shit, by the way, has like tens of millions of views on TikTok. Like people are losing their fucking mind on this.
I'm going to explain it. You guys can believe what you want to believe. I understand. But you're not allowed to coach me and say, like, that's not right. That's not what you, like, just because I don't act the same way you act.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to, like, coach me through that. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I am somebody that's like,
Yeah, you don't get to tell me what to do. And this is the reason that's the whole problem with this whole community, right? That they build is that the community that they build is fundamentally a bunch of people that want to tell you what to do. Hyper controlling, very invasive, obnoxious, aggressive people that want to tell you what to do.
bitch, I'm an ally. Like,
And I know
I'm
where
not
I'm at. Yeah,
homophobic.
that's where it's
Everybody
like, and I
knows
know
I'm
where
not
I'm at.
homophobic. It doesn't matter who I talk to. Like, the thing is
Yeah.
like, I was raised in a very religious family.
She,
Unfortunately, there are
no, she's downplaying it. She raised as a Mormon. Oh yeah.
people in my family that are racist. There are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family
That's
that are
really
homophobic.
religious.
There's people in my family that are transphobic.
By the way, W Mormons. Like I was not familiar with their game until they said that they were saying prayers of the family that shot up the Mormon school. I have never met a Mormon that was not an incredibly lawful good person. I think the underwear shit they do is silly as fuck, and maybe some of that Jonathan Smith thing. I don't really believe in that, but I've never met a bad Mormon.
Like, but I still love my family, right? And I still know that there are that members of my family have good qualities. They have
Joseph
good
Smith,
qualities.
whatever.
And what's most important to get people to love other people is to
Yeah,
love them.
she right.
Fighting hate with hate will never get anything anywhere.
Well,
If
no, it will. It will get you likes on Twitter. It'll get you a lot of likes on Twitter. It'll make you feel like you're a good person because you did something that matters. That's the reason why.
I were to say to someone who's homophobic, go fuck yourself, you homophobic prick.
Oh.
Yes, I told them what they deserve. However, they aren't.
Did
ever-
you achieve anything? Did you achieve anything? Did you do anything of value? Did you improve the situation? Did you make the world a better place? No, you didn't. You didn't do a fucking thing. You just did what made you feel good in the time that you saw. The entire internet now is built around an apparatus of people that have collectively conditioned influencers to condition them into a state of learned helplessness. All information and all news on the internet and a lot of influencer input is completely agency removed. Everything is because of women. Oh, women are the problem of fucking everything. No, not really. You're probably the problem. Or, oh, men are the reason for all this. Or, oh, Republicans. Or, oh, Democrats. No, bro. No, the reason is that you have a lot of losers on the internet that go on the internet because they're fucking losers and they're looking for somebody that's going to tell them that they're not a loser and it's actually the only thing that they can possibly do with their life. They are doing the best that they can by playing League of Legends 18 hours a day, jerking off to animals that aren't real on DeviantArt, and ordering DoorDash with their mom's credit card living in a basement. People love to have their agency removed from them because that gives them the freedom to be nothing and to justify it. How do you know my life? I got that camera. You haven't seen it yet?
Are gonna feel accepting. They're never gonna learn how to be accepting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you understand that
Yeah.
you just write people off because they believe different things than you? They're never going to be exposed to why it's good to be around people that don't think like you, right?
Yep.
No,
Like,
I see that.
So my stepbrother is trans,
Okay.
and my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns,
And does right.
So dad's an asshole. Okay, sure.
and he doesn't understand that he doesn't understand why it's so important, right? And it drives me crazy, and it drives my stepbrother crazy, of course. But I've had to say to my dad,
Now, everybody says space dad. I disagree. If I had a kid that was trans, I would want to, ideally, being trans and going through transition surgery would be the last line of action, right? But this is an adult brother. This is an adult. As a parent, at a certain point, you shouldn't be trying to control your adult child's life. You should respect what they want to do. That's it. Yeah, I would respect what my kids would want to do. Because, and the reason why is because I know people might not agree with that are in my community, but I would do it because that's what my parents did for me. Like they said, you can do anything that you want. You can be anything that you want. If you want to go out and sell drugs, good. If you want to go out and be a lawyer, good. If you want to go out and break into people's cars and shit like that, good. Do whatever you want to do. We're going to support you because we're your parents and we're going to do whatever we want. That was it. So you reinforce their mental illness? Well, no, the thing is, it's not about reinforcing a mental illness. It's about, obviously, I wouldn't immediately say, like, my kid's 8 years old, and he's like, I like wearing a dress. I said, damn, I guess we need to get you transition surgery, right? Like, I would not agree to having that done on my child whenever they were underage. Absolutely. But whenever they're an adult, they get to make adult choices. And at the end of the day, it would be more important for me to preserve the relationship that I had with my child than for me to uphold a viewpoint that is, to me, really inconsequential. I don't care what gender somebody thinks they are or not, because that's not what defines a human being. Like, you have, at that point, 20 years of life experience with this person. This person is you made this person. No, of course I wouldn't throw that away over some fucking bullshit pronoun thing. Absolutely not. And by the way, her brother hasn't either, and neither has she. The funniest thing about this is that they all agree with this. They do. You're a hypocrite? No, I'm not. I'm actually not. Like, I'm the only person that's not a hypocrite. Yeah, that's it. Do you call your son a she? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I would do it. I wouldn't want to, like, I would go through I would say, are you sure that you feel this way? And I would try to help them get through their gender dysphoria as much as possible. I would, but at the end of the road, if nothing else worked, I would because it matters more to me than doing that. Like, why is chat mad? Because, and this is the thing, like, and I say this every time, right? This is when you want to come out. No, I wouldn't. And the thing is, and this is an adult, by the way, too. And so the only reason I would tell my child this is if they were a furry. Yeah, of course, right? Chad Dean disagreeing with Asmon goes against the chat 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I told you I go against my chat all the time, right? And why can't the son just accept dad doesn't want to call you by your pronouns, respect your elders? Of course he can do that. Like, if my dad didn't want to call me or accept me for what I was, I would also respect that as a son. So let me talk about it from a different perspective. Maybe you guys might see it from, like, maybe you guys might understand, like, my worldview a little bit better, right? So, like, my parents in a lot of cases were mad about what I would do, and people in my extended family would be mad about what I would do. I never even for a second considered their feelings. I never even thought for 1 microsecond, what would other people think about what I'm doing with my life? Even whenever I was a little kid. Because I never lived my life for anybody else's approval or anything. And if they didn't approve of what I said good. Get mad. Get mad all you want, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. Because, like, it's idiotic. No, it's not. It's not idiotic. To just listen, why? You listen to a bunch of old people because they're old? Most old people can't use a computer. It's my life. It's my life. I didn't choose to be born. I didn't choose to exist. This is my life. I have agency over it. I do whatever the fuck I want. That's the way it is. Until you hurt somebody else, until you damage other people's stuff, then you should be able to do whatever you want. And so if I was, like, let's say, like, my dad didn't approve of me dating let's be realistic, right? I've dated Asian girls before. I dated an Asian girl before. If my dad didn't approve of that, you know what I would say? Damn, that's crazy. So you want to go to Cracker Barrel? Because that's my father. And I've spent my whole life, and he's raised me as his son. And so, like, that's it. I don't need anybody to accept me to be me or to live the way that I want. And it goes both ways. That's the real point. And so hopefully, can you guys see now that I've explained it from both positions where my principle is and my value system is on this? Because I think that a lot of people might have been getting it confused inside of just, like, the trans ideology. It's got nothing to do with that. My dad, one time, we were driving by, and, like, there was some really, really hot black girl, and we were driving by, and, like, I was, like, 20 at the time, and my dad's like, damn, y'all boys is lucky now. And I said, why is that? And he says, well, back whenever I was a kid, you could really only date a white chick, but now y'all boys, you got the whole rainbow. You got the whole color spectrum. I said, okay. Is that right? And he just said this shit just out of nowhere. And so anyway, yeah. And he like 65 or something like that at the time. And so anyway, but usually mentally ill pronoun people demand respect or shit or threaten violence. Well, if I had my kid threatening violence on me, that's a totally different topic, right? Like now we're advancing the topic into a place that it's not. I'm talking about the principle of the language. Like now you're adding in like a third thing. Like obviously every personal situation is different, but like, and I'm talking about like on a principle basis. That's it. Yeah, you move into goalposts. Now we're talking about something different. I'm talking about a base principle. So yeah, I understand some people might get mad about that. I get it. I understand that. I don't have a problem with that. Cry about it, bitch about it, moan about it, make a Reddit post about it. Maybe I'll farm you for content. Maybe you want to make a tweet, it gets popular. Thank God. That means I got something to do tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you want. But that's what I think. Anyway, let's move on. I apologize for the rant and the tangent. Let's keep going.
It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you to say the correct pronouns,
just do it.
But it does hurt him when you say the wrong ones.
Right.
And you know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made. Right? And so you can believe what you want. You guys can you can say that. You can say to me.
I think, by the way, if anybody thinks that this mindset is wrong, go watch this. Go watch Daryl Davis talk about it. That's a person that made a difference. That's a person that made a change. Not some loser ass bitch sitting on Twitter and TikTok crying. This is a fucking hero right here. Daryl Davis went and made a personal connection with multiple men who were actively in the Ku Klux Klan and allowed those people into his life and made a connection with them so strong that it made them renounce their connection with the Ku Klux Klan. That's an American's finest? Exactly. That's an OG. He has the Klan robes off a dozen Klansmen. That's right. And these people have the audacity to go and criticize her for this. It's disgusting. It really is. Disgusting losers. He collects the hoods? Yeah.
No, you're supporting it. I'm not. I don't support that my father is transphobic at times. I don't support that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't support it. Period. The end. But I still love my dad and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
She's getting canceled for being normal.
The world is not as black as white as everyone thinks.
Exactly.
Like you guys, you can't fight hate with hate. It doesn't get you anywhere. It literally does not get you anywhere. Like it's so important to like, as someone who's very open-minded, to be around closed-minded people and show them that it's okay to be open-minded is actually one of the most important things you can do. Like as a human, it really is. But I get it. You guys can think what you think. I'm not going to change though. I'm not going to, I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never
Stupid.
believe that. No matter
It's
what
just
you guys
stupid.
say, I won't believe it, because at the end of the day, if
Those
I'm
people
around-
live their whole life on the internet because they're losers. They live their whole life on the internet because they're losers. They don't have any friends. That's why they're there to begin with. They don't understand why a person might not want to do that. You have a selection bias there, right?
a racist person. I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. They are, yes. But how am I?
Was Valkyrie racist towards QT? Was Valkyrie racist? No, she told the truth, and the truth was racist. Ray was not racist. She told the truth. No, for real, she did. And the truth is racist. What? Explain. Sure. I think that a lot of people on these communities do hate white people. Straight up, they have resentment towards white people. They don't like them. And I think the fact that Cutie said that whenever she is a white, blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, I think that did rub them the wrong way. And I think that Ray realizing that is true. I think it's the same reason why whenever Vivek Ramaswamy went out and said that we live in a culture that glamorizes football heroes or football captains rather than math champions, and that's not good for the national culture long term, I think that the main reason why people are mad at him saying that is because he's a fucking Indian. That's the reason why. It's because I bet if a white guy had said that, I bet it would have been received totally differently. The race does matter. You want to act like it doesn't, that's fine. But I'm in reality. That's what Ray was trying to say. I don't think Ray was trying. Ray and Cutie are friends. Like, you think she's going to try to demonize Cutie because of race? What the fuck? Of course not. She was just talking about it real shit. She said it wrong then? Well, I don't care about how people say it. I care about what they mean. That's obviously what she meant. And you want to read the comments on TikTok about this girl? You find out that I'm right. Ray was right. She shouldn't have been right. She shouldn't be right. But she is. That's it. Tone policers can suck it? Yeah.
Supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. That's not how it works for me. But sorry for
That's
the.
the thing, I feel like it's the
spiel.
no. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's like, again, it's like one of those things where it's like, dang, like it is like a
They're
fucking
trying to tell her how she should act to her own dad. They said, this is how you should treat your dad.
hard thing, because again, like there's definitely people in my family as well that like are fucking like pretty Trumpy and like in my extended family and shit.
Yep.
And I grew up around a lot of that too, where just
deal
hearing
with it.
remarks and them saying things about just like people that were not fucking just white straight people. And me kind of being like, what the fuck? Like, like quite literally what the fuck? And like,
Yeah.
it's almost like a thing where it's like, again, and this is like not really like my direct family. So it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't really see them like that anyway. So it's like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like blow up the dinner table right now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you really want do you really want to have a situation where Thanksgiving becomes a PvP event? Yeah, Grandpa. Yeah. Yep. I know. Yeah. And they don't do anything. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if they should vote. Yeah. I mean, I think they should vote, but I mean, you're gonna think what you want. Should send them up. Okay. Right. Okay. Thanks. You used to call them what? Oh, but yeah. I mean, really? Wait, what are you supposed to do? You gonna get in a big fight about this?
Like type
Yeah,
shit. It's just
exactly.
like, it's like when I feel like when it comes to like real life, like obviously if it's somebody,
Yeah, tolerance. Somebody in chat said tolerance is dead on the internet. Ain't that a fact? Ain't that a fucking fact?
if I found out that like somebody who is like a really fucking good friend of mine, whatever, like, I mean, that's also the thing too. I'm like, people
Yeah.
that are really good friends of mine that I keep close to me, I already know where their head's at. Like, I feel like I already know where their head's at. Like when it comes
Generally,
to like people
yeah,
that,
of course.
So I'm like, that's not really something I have to worry about anyway.
Obviously.
But I feel like what kills me the most is I feel like the people in chat will be getting so mad, and I'm like, y'all be acting like some of y'all family members, brothers, sister, like other people that you have like fucking boyfriends, your boyfriend.
She's completely right about this. It's always easy to talk shit whenever you never we don't have a window into your life. We can't see you. It's like people with an anime profile picture calling me ugly. I said, bitch, you probably look like an orc. What do you mean? I'm ugly. At least I show a picture of myself.
Friends like will make like. This is what kills me, is that these same people will be in a room with their fucking
The girl cut off Cutie despite saying all this shit? Of course, because she's afraid of the audience that she's cultivated. That's probably why. She doesn't want to lose her audience. She doesn't want to get hate. So she's going to cut off Cutie and make her look bad because she's afraid of getting negative sentiment. But she just said that she did basically the same thing that Cutie did. That's just how it is. It's because social media and all this is just all a show. It's a performance. These people need to make money. Like, very few people can be in my position. Like, I'm very lucky that, like, it's like me, XQC, Train. Like, I would say, like, I mean, Nick's had that divorce, right? But, like, before that, like, Nick, like, you got a few other people that just don't really give a fuck and they say whatever they want. They just hold it down and they say, Kai, I mean, I don't really know Kai that way, right? But, like, I've been very lucky that, like, I've had this group of friends that, really, I mean, they got a Chance. Yeah, Chance the same way, right? But Chance doesn't give a fuck about any of this stuff. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about any of this. And so, the point that I'm making is that NMP sucks, though? No, he doesn't. He's my friend. He's my friend. I know him 9 years. He's a great person. And, you think he sucks because you saw a clip, you're wrong. Yeah, he made a bad joke about that hurricane. Sure, he did. Shouldn't have said that, the flood. That's an undue 9 years of me knowing him. And so, anyway, that's it. So that's where I thought that was you. I was the hurricane, he was the flood. You know, the real ones remember, right? And so my point is that a lot of people don't have the ability and the tenacity and the willingness to go against their own audience because they're afraid of losing it. And so I don't really criticize them for that, but I think it should be noted. Does that make sense? I recognize that it's a business, but I think the audience should recognize that too and take everything that's said with that in mind.
Like loser ass boyfriend, and then their boyfriend's brothers or fucking like friends or something will make a gay joke or something, and you'll sit there like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You'll sit there like that, and
Yep.
then as soon as someone online isn't like literally like standing like screaming at the roof of their fucking like, and then everyone's like, oh god, they're the worst. They're the worst. They're the worst.
I also think a lot of people are misinterpreting a little bit about
Yeah.
like what I'm saying too. I don't judge my stepbrother for not talking to my
No, not at all.
dad. My stepbrother
his
is
feelings
allowed
are
to do
valid.
that.
You don't get mad at her for saying that. She's nervous because she's going against the grain of what's socially acceptable. This is the beginning of people like you should respect her for doing that. And not just going along with the most extreme, just like fucking deranged viewpoint. Like, yeah, she's nervous about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He is so allowed to be pissed at my dad, and clearly, like my dad is very hurtful when he uses the wrong pronouns. It
Yeah.
makes me sad, right? It makes me very, very sad, and that's totally fine. That's his boundary. However, I simply believe that I can coach people into love, and I know that's fucking insane of me to say, but I do think I can get my dad to
They're
not be
nervous.
transphobic eventually. I believe
But that's
that.
the thing, and it's
I just believe
happened.
it.
Like there are so many stories of
course.
people out there being like quite literally being like, oh, I quite literally was fucking racist, or I was
Yeah.
homophobic, or I was XYZ, whatever, transphobic, and then they literally are like, and then I met someone who
Exactly.
either was one of these or something like that, and then
How
like,
many of y'all had a stereotype or a viewpoint of a certain type of people in the world, and then you met one of them on the internet and you talked to them and it gave you insight into that major stereotype less valid, like less consistent? A lot of you guys have had that, right? We've all had that. We've all had that. If everybody approached it the way that the internet wants Cutie to approach it, we would have never had any of that. Everybody always talks about the bad shit that happens on the internet, kids saying the N-word and stuff like that. But the truth is that there's so much more good cultural exchange that happens, and it's happening at a ratio of like 1,000 to 1. Like it's 1,000 times more enriching for people to interact with each other that are cross-cultural, to reduce xenophobia and other types of negativity towards other cultures. It's like 1,000 times more positive than negative. Doesn't mean you're not going to have bad actors, but the bad actors are not the entire fucking, it's not the entire show.
see these people, and then I feel like people like I'll see videos of shit like that, and people be like, wow, people can change. That's so amazing. And then it's like, but it took other people around them
Yeah.
to make that change. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it
cutting
took.
people off, like fighting people is like it just separates people more. Like if you
Yeah.
say, "You're
It
so
does.
stupid. Why do you believe in that?"
Yeah.
compared to saying, "Huh, why do you believe in that?" and genuinely having a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Like I
Like quite
understand
literally why? Like let's talk
that's
about
hard.
it.
Yeah,
I
what's
really
the-
understand. I understand that it's hard and it's not for everybody. I really understand. But you can't hold everyone to your same moral high ground and just assume that because
Yep.
I am not doing what you would do. My stepbrother does not think I am transphobic because I talk to my dad.
That's what I think is so funny is she's getting canceled by a bunch of these like weird safe space freaks on Twitter. Meanwhile, her actual transsexual brother is completely okay with what she's doing. So this is more like, I consent, and then some retard on the internet says I don't.
My stepbrother doesn't think that.
This purity test is
So
infinitely
why do
purity
people on the
test.
internet think that? You know what I'm saying?
Because they're losers. They're losers. They're hyper judgmental, and they have endless purity tests for people like you until you fail them, and then they hate you. And it happens to everybody. It's happening to you right now.
Like if I talk to so-and-so who's transphobic, all of a sudden on
At
the
this very
internet,
moment.
I am transphobic.
That's right.
Even if I
That's
was
right.
to say, oh, I've watched that streamer
Because
before.
they wanna bully you.
You watch a transphobic streamer, you freak. You're transphobic.
That's
I'm
right.
not. I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You guys, you simply
Internet
cannot
warriors.
tell me what I am.
That's right.
You can't. And
Yeah.
you haven't watched me long enough if you think you can, because like I know what I am, and I'm also very open to opinions, but I'm not open to bullying of any kind. Even if that's high roading, I'm not open to that. It's not helpful.
It's all high roading. It is. It's all high roading.
So it's never been helpful.
Yeah.
It's like telling someone they suck because they're racist, and these
not
are
gonna make them
so
not
different
racist.
terms. Like racist people telling someone they suck because of skin
Yeah.
color is obviously worse. But like all we're doing is telling people they suck.
Yeah.
Why are we like? Come on, let's gotta like.
Because they don't care about making the world a better place. They care about being seen as a better person. It's all narcissistic, self-referential behavior. They don't care about helping anybody. They don't care about the groups they're trying to protect. All they care about is being seen as a good person. And once you look at everything through that lens, all of the behavior of these people on the internet makes perfect sense.
figure this out.
And that's the
gotta
thing too.
figure it out.
It literally like I'm the first person to like be like, what the fuck? Like so to like sit back and like think about it from that different perspective, like quite literally is making me think too, because I am like the first person I feel like to get like, what the fuck? And like
Yeah.
just get up in arms over some shit. And like granted, if anything, that would just make that person like fucking hate people like me more. You know what I mean?
Well, and I'm so
because
lucky
it's like
because,
they
like-
almost like look for that sometimes.
Exactly. You got to find common ground with people. That's how you beat them. Martin Luther King used to say that he would beat his enemies by making them his friends.
You
I
know?
have the privilege. I have the privilege. I need to use it, right? I'm a straight white woman. It'd be fucking insane if I didn't use the privilege that I have to help people navigate their bigotry.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like, that is this. Yes, you don't have to do that if you are someone that's being viscerally attacked, right? But me, who I am,
And you even have her doing the privilege hierarchy, the intersectionality hierarchy, which is basically just like mandatory racism, pretty much. Even that's not enough. This is the endless. It is a endlessly. It is an endlessly going Russian nesting doll of purity tests until you fail, and then they eat you alive.
and where I stand,
That's what
I do
happens.
feel responsible to try to help people That's what I feel like I do. That's my privilege. I don't know.
You know what?
White privilege not even real? I think that in-group privilege is real. Like if you're part of an in-group in an area, you probably do experience some degree of privilege. But I don't think that that's unique to being white.
That's our yap for the day. Sorry,
Sorry,
about
I'm like,
Way to
well,
go, guys. Way to go. That was good from you guys. Sorry, I was just sitting back
Katie,
and
what do you
observing.
think?
Bro,
Katie just sitting
I'm
back.
just-
Sorry, Katie.
No,
Yeah.
no, you guys are good. Like, I didn't want to cut anybody off. Like, you guys had a lot of good things to say. I was just sitting here, like, literally reading, like, the thoughts and opinions of my chat. You guys
I mean, there's
are
a lot of there's someone in the chat right now
And she didn't want to say anything probably because she didn't want to get in trouble. Because she knows that people are going to freak out about this.
saying like
Yeah.
first step to being a Karen, like that, stupid stuff like that. And it's like, okay, guys, it's just not helpful. It's not helpful for anybody. It's never helpful.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is not helpful. Okay, but you talk to them and they're horrible. Did you not hear anything I said?
No, they didn't. They're fucking retarded. Now you see why I don't want people to vote?
late night talks.
I'm trans and it really
Those
does rub me
things.
the wrong way though, especially with streamers who clearly aren't willing to stop jokes. Yeah, I think jokes
Damn, that's crazy. So now everybody's got to do what you want. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
suck. I've never said I like jokes. That's the funny thing. I've never said that I like these jokes.
I think they're fucking hilarious, and I don't give a shit about them. I think anybody that cries about them is a baby back bitch trying to act like it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. They're joking around. I've made so many racist jokes with my friends, and I've been the only white person in the fucking room. This entire narrative is invented by a bunch of losers on the internet that never had any friends in high school, and you had so many of them that have now been displaced on TikTok and social media because they don't have anywhere else to go because nobody fucking likes them, that they're now trying to enforce their socially myopic, totally deranged, completely antisocial worldview on everybody else, and there's so many of them that they've convinced themselves that they're a majority. They're not a majority. They're a bunch of fucking losers. They're a bunch of fucking losers, and that's why they're sitting there on the internet all day crying about this shit.
I've never said that. That's never come out of my mouth.
That's it.
Like, it's just so silly. So silly.
Okay, is your game's still downloading because
No,
you're
no.
still 1 pixel.
I don't know why I'm still
How are
on
you-
Pixel. Like, that's what everyone's saying.
And I feel bad, really, because these other two girls, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it because they don't want to get in trouble. They're afraid of their audience. They're afraid of the pushback that they think Cutie, and they were right, that Cutie's going to get for saying this.
But, it's downloaded and I'm in.
You can't call them cowards because you never probably it's easy to say that somebody like that is a coward because you've never had it happen to you. Like these two people are like, they're mid-sized content creators, but like they're not like me.
Sorry, was that too hot? Was I being too,
It's a little warm. We definitely got a little warm there.
Sorry. I just feel like you gotta build a bridge. That's what I think. I think someone
Yep.
like me. I'm not saying you guys.
No, I'm
It might not be
listening
safe
and I'm
for you
here.
to build a
Yo,
bridge. It might not be safe for people in chat to build a bridge. But like,
I'm
I'm
just
And you can see how after the chat changed, whenever they were initially nodding around and agreeing with her, now they're acting like, standoffish.
trying to get people to be more open-minded. That's
Yeah.
that's what I would like to
that's
do.
all
I
you're
would
trying
like,
to do.
I
Simply.
would like people not to be racist. I would like people not to be
Yep.
transphobic. I would like people not to be homophobic. I would like a lot of things.
I've been waiting for this day for years that I finally see this happen. That the purity test becomes so disconnected from reality that even rational woke people, I would say Cutie is kind of woke. Apologies, Cutie, but I think you're kind of woke. Get canceled for not wanting to cut off their father. It's purity torture, yeah.
And I simply try by loving people, and I know that's naive sometimes, but
Right. Get ready, Crispy.
all right.
Kreme.
I'm
Is it crispy?
sorry.
You see how
No,
they're
Do
no,
all your
sorry.
chats hate me now?
You see how they're not agreeing
No,
anymore?
I'm getting a little. Well, I'm an emo only right now.
Oh boy.
It's sad.
Well, they my
should've
mom
done
put
that.
it in emo only.
So many people are afraid to be themselves. Imagine spending your entire life building a career on the internet, and you do all of this just so you can have, instead of one boss, thousands of them. I just couldn't imagine it.
But it's a little mixed reviews. Some people are understanding, some people are not. But that's like quite literally like anything. Like anyone can kind of just
Yeah.
like have. This is a conversation that you could go back and forth all day about. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
You're still
one of
allowing them
those
to act racist? I'm not.
Maybe she should kill him. Damn, bro. Maybe you should do that. We're just gonna kill him.
Not when they're actively. You guys don't get it. If someone is actively around me, no, they are not doing those things.
Fucking ridiculous.
And that's why it's good to be around people that are loving and able to say, hey, that makes me
Exactly.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Yep.
I'm talking about people in my life, right? Like, I'm not talking about you guys fucking think everyone on the internet is friends. I'm like, we're not.
Oh, she
Yeah,
learned it
also
from
that too.
Ludwig.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Because they have no social skills and they're losers. They don't understand the interactions between creators because they're socially retarded. retarded. That's why they're on the internet.
Think that just because like you've like met one person or something that
Yeah.
it's like, oh, oh my god, she's like, I'm like, girl, I don't know that fucking man. Oh,
Yeah,
hell
exactly.
no. Like just like random shit like that.
True.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well,
Dang.
Oh well.
Calling FaZe racist is insane. Isn't it funny? Isn't it hilarious? Isn't it beautifully fucking poetically ironic that we have a podcast of 3 white girls that are trying to tone police a bunch of completely diverse, one of the most diverse groups of young men on the internet? Doesn't that just say everything that you need to hear? Oh, oh. Oh, she came in a statement? I'll look at it later.
let's go.
Well, now what?
Let's go ghost hunting if y'all want. Or...
Yeah.
Let's go freaking ghost hunting. Chat,
Yeah, let's
clean all the
go
chat.
around.
Sorry, we know
they're
it's a very,
afraid. See, they're afraid. They're afraid. They don't want to talk about
it's
it.
a very hateful world right
Yep.
now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hard not to get rage baited these days too.
No, it's not. Just be normal. Everybody got so many problems. How is it that the person with 4 teeth, cockroaches all over him, living in dirt, showers once a week, uses a knife to clean himself, balding, fucking degenerate zombie, is having to tell everybody to be normal? I feel like the inmates running the asylum. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? I literally eat bug poison. I cook it onto my steak. I say it made it taste more sour. And I'm the person that these people, like, I'm trying to say, just be normal. What? Yeah, I just eat poison. It doesn't even affect me. Didn't even make me sick.
You know, and I feel like this is gonna get clipped crazily
Yeah.
out of context as well.
I know, that's what I'm nervous about.
You
People are gonna be
already
like,
know,
naive.
Crazy comments.
Should we edit the
Naive.
VOD?
That's what it
Come on,
is.
girl.
They're afraid.
Should we
Should we
edit the
all-
VODs?
Should we all just unlist the VOD? I guess Katie can't. She has.
Why would you even think about doing that? It's a live broadcast. It's a live broadcast. You can't do anything about that. You think nobody else is going to see it? That's the way it is. Honestly, I think these streamer girls need to go live with Zach one day and let him tell them how to handle this. I agree that a bunch of women streamers need to go live with me, a man, and have me tell them what they should do. Honestly, I've been trying to say that for years, but, you know, I'm glad finally some other people are starting to pick up on it. You know? I mean, shit.
for
No,
the show
no,
right there.
I stopped it and restarted stream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I can unlist it. If
Oh.
need
You could
Oh,
we could
damn.
just cut this part because I
They're
just
so afraid. They're so afraid. You're so afraid of your audience. You're so afraid. I understand why. I understand because I you know, I get it. Like Hassan, honestly, like, you know, he gets it worse than I do. But, you know, he and I both really get it bad. And I think that, you know, again, you gaze into the abyss long enough, the abyss will gaze back into you. Bro, do I need to play that clip? I hate socialism. I hate the Democrats. I hate everybody. I hate my dog. I hate myself. Like, I get it, bro. Like, that's the second part when the abyss gazes back into you. I understand that a lot of people are not meant for that life. I get it. I've had crash outs too. I know. But it's streaming. I hate everything. It's one of my favorites I ever seen in my whole life. They cultivate, yeah, they built their own shackles. They did. And what's the? I find it ironic for these streamers to be brave speaking out about this and then back out like a coward just own your beliefs. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say that whenever you are not the one in the line of fire. There have been many cases, and there might be, you know, we've been hearing a lot of leaks. Hearing about a lot of leaks. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stories coming out. Oh, we're going to air out people's dirty laundry. We're going to talk about what happened. Y'all going to, if any of this shit comes out, and I'm part of it, I'll just say what it is. I tell the whole story. I tell the whole story at this point. I don't give a fuck. So just wait. Just farming time, yeah, but not yet. Not yet.
no, I'm not in the
We
mental
won't
head
care. I'll make it entertaining, so you'll at least be entertained.
space to be dealing with that right now. If I'm being
To be
completely
clipped.
honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm quite literally.
I'm
not
gonna
in the
delete my
mental headspace for
VOD.
that. Okay, perfect.
I'm just gonna delete it because it's not like we did anything important today either.
Yeah,
Let's
I
be
got you,
honest.
I got you.
my god.
We didn't even make
Thanks,
a.
guys.
We couldn't even make a YouTube video.
Guys, we can go off emo only right now, please. I wanna
Okay.
see words. Okay.
I'm going to delete.
Oh wait, this looks better.
What?
The update, like the Phasmophobia, looks good.
You
What
see
is it?
all of them. The worst part about this, what I think is so sad about this, is that the worst part about this is the 3 of them at the beginning of this clip were normal people, and now you're slaves.
Okay, you might want to delete clips too, just so you know.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I think my mods are the only ones that can make clips. I think I
Oh,
noticed
great.
that.
Okay, and you deleted your VOD.
It doesn't post automatically.
You can
Oh.
still pull it unlisted.
Somebody in my chat asked me not to delete the VOD if that's okay with you guys.
Oh.
There's something about this that is really special. Because now, yeah. And, oh man.
You can edit it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll delete the VOD. What do I gotta do though? I gotta delete like the clips too? Is that what you guys are doing?
She got me. She got me. All right, you got me.
You just yeah.
Okay.
You just go to video
I'll do
producer.
whatever you want.
Ah.
No, I know how to delete clips. I do.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
You go to channel,
Yeah.
or you go to creator dashboard, and then you go to content, and then video producer, and then you click the 3 dots, and then you just push delete.
Okay.
Should you tell him how to delete the VOD? Delete
Dude,
the
you don't delete,
evidence.
you'll lose context. I already deleted it. It's fine. Listen, if people on the internet want to believe what they want to believe, they can. Like, I can't change what people think, you know?
Deleting it makes it worse. Like, you see the chat, bro. Like, they're mad. They're mad as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think deleting the VOD will look good, Queen.
Casey Trump posted on Twitter about your opinion. That's crazy.
It's to protect ourselves. Listen, there's been too many hate threads in the past 2 days. I don't care how it looks.
I
I,
know,
care
I
about
don't-
how I
I know,
feel,
I-
and I
I-
care about how my friends feel.
yeah.
So shut the fuck up about that one. Thanks.
Yep.
I just need a literally. I just need.
Okay, yeah,
I just can't do it anymore.
Vanilla needs some peace.
I know.
Jesus
it's,
Christ.
It's crazy on the internet, actually. Like, it's terrible out there.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, my VOD's deleted. Is your VOD deleted?
Mine is.
I think so.
You got it?
I don't have the brain power to play the friggin' Ghost Hunter game
That's-
anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're so scared. This is painful to watch. This is the most vindicated. Like, you know how I'm gonna send this to? I'm not gonna say. But I have a number of my boys. Man, we're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, I told you so. I'm like, you did tell me so, and then I agree with you. I'm like, yeah, you did agree with me. I'm like, and now it's happening, right? I mean, like, y'all have the names in chat. It's crazy how you immediately knew.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
How you immediately
I
knew.
I just don't. No.
I honestly, yeah, I'm only gonna stay on for one anyways. I feel like.
Oh
it
man.
doesn't make sense anyways. Like, now all the chats are probably distracted too.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that's my fault. I think your guys' chats aren't used to my takes, and I said them
No,
too
don't
loud.
freaking worry about it.
No,
Don't
you're good.
worry
It's my
about
fault.
it. Don't worry about
Man.
it. At all.
Man.
La la la. And no, I'm seeing some good comments. I'm seeing some very good comments.
Oh
so.
man.
It's okay, even if you're mad. It's okay. I understand that makes people mad.
Yes, and she understands that. She understands that.
Oh Jesus. Can y'all imagine this?
And a lot of weird shit just going on in the world and everything lately.
Damn.
It's just, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Sure
you know,
is.
it's just overwhelming.
Mhm.
And sometimes we just need a little love.
Wow. Can you imagine being compassionate, understanding, and trying to move your family away from a place of intolerance into a place of tolerance slowly while maintaining your own personal ground is being seen as something that is inconceivable and disgusting on the internet? Because if you had told me that, I would have instantly believed you, because the internet and these people are full of a bunch of fucking losers, and they would have always said that. Yeah, I would have instantly believed that. Yep, you got baited into watching the whole thing again? Because I didn't, like, it was like watching a train wreck, bro. It was like watching a train wreck. And, you know, like, I mean, look at how half your chat reacted. A lot of my chat got mad at me for what I said at the beginning. You know what I said? I said, get mad. Get mad. That's right. That's why I want you to be mad. That way you're thinking about me. That way you're thinking about me. And it's like, if I make you mad and I say something that pisses you off and you don't agree with it, good. Good. Finally, you might see something else other than what you always hear. All the time you get used to it. Yeah, ho's mad. Ho's mad. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down in your journal. And then think about the fact that, you know, like today, Asmongold made me mad. And that's the way it is. And so the villain Nelly's clip about her being uncomfortable. Yeah, no, we're gonna go. So basically, this clip is making the rounds on TikTok right now, and it's actually like, you should see some of the comments about this, right? Like if I pull this up. So people are losing. Look at this, Cutie Cinderella VOD, Cutie Cinderella homophobic, right? And this is it. And we watch it real quick, but not yet. And so anyway, you got all these here. Cutie Cinderella said she wouldn't drop a racist is the craziest, the most privileged shit I've ever seen. So you've got another anime, evil vampire bush. This person, you don't even know you're a human, and you're trying to tell this person the way that they should live with their family. Again, when your boyfriend Ludwig has a gay card at TwitchCon, was making fun of queer people. What? If he was really making fun of queer people, he'd have been banned. When your new besties from FaZe are obsessed with, are homophobic and transphobic on a daily, what do you expect us, like all of these people, everything about them, big surprise. Hey, y'all want to know something? Oh, ho's mad. Ho's cry about it. Cry about it. You're gonna get farmed. What a bunch of nasty little losers, bro. Like, oh my God, who are these people? And so anyway, yeah, no, it gets worse. It does. It gets even worse. And obviously, deport them all. Yeah, bro, like exactly. Cutie Cinderella with bigots, I can change you. Please make a fake coming out post. It's okay, King. I know it's not inside you. I can change you. Cutie with minorities questioning her intentions. So now they think that because they're a minority, they can attack her and she can't respond. See, the reality is that a lot of people, the truth is they actually do fucking hate white people. They hate what she represents. They hate what she stands for. They hate her position. And she will never agree with me on this because she knows that's like siding with Hitler, right? Especially with them. But the fact is that I think that she knows that I'm right. And I think that a lot of you guys know that I'm right about that. And it is the truth. It is the way it is. And that's how, yeah, it's true. Exactly, yeah. But I tell you, like, yeah, they do hate her for that. They do. It's a fact. Cutie Cinderella, if I cut off friends who are struggling with addiction, but she can't cut off racists and bigots because no one's nice to them. I wonder why. She talking about Minx. This is some drama between her and Minx. I don't know about that. Like, again, I've always been fine with Minx. I don't have fucking anything to say about that. I'm dying, bro. Cutie Cinderella really blocks anyone just asking a question. I obviously don't think you're a racist Nazi, but I don't know why you give the light of day to those people. And this is the problem, is that also, this is the other issue, is that Cutie, one of the reasons why you're collabing with FaZe, and you might not like the fact that I'm saying this, and the reason why you don't like it is because you know deep down it's true, is because they're popular, they've got motion, they've got a lot of Twitter clout, and you want to make sure that you maintain relevancy by being in those spaces. I think that's the reason why you collab with them. I think if they had 1,000 viewers, you wouldn't be doing that. That's the truth. And the mask off moment for everybody is seeing that a lot of these people, whenever it comes between virtue signaling and Cloud always wins because the virtue signaling was always just in favor and in service of Cloud. And the raw numbers will always speak for themselves. It's just like Target. You think Target gave a fuck about gay people? You think they cared about trans kids? No. They just wanted you to go to their store and buy their shit. You got hoodwinked and manipulated because you're a stupid fucking consumer. You think a multi-billion-dollar corporation gives a fuck about gay people? It's pathetic. Pathetic that people like this get hoodwinked. It really is. I'm gonna consume? Exactly. And I'm glad to finally see all of these people waking up. I really do. I feel bad for Cutie because all you did was be normal. All you did was be normal. But that's what you get. That is what you get. Just said hurt people in response to queer people being upset that she associates with homophobes and transphobes. Yeah, obviously that's why. And you have all these people getting mad about it. This is an entire Karen economy. Popular consumers liking my tweets about Cutie Cinderella being a weirdo. Yep. That's right. Fan, and this is another one too. Oh, Fan is also getting attacked. Is it really a bad thing for someone like Cutie to give people a chance to learn and improve? She actively condemns things people say, even when it's made as a joke and bad taste. And from an outsider POV, it's evident that she taught people a lot more about how the words hold weight. You're not who you associate with implies, in my opinion, criticizing her for this is incredibly nuanced. Now everybody is hating on her too. So, and you've got everybody mad at this. I'll go ahead, I'll pull up some of these comments too, because they're furious at her for defending it, right? And let me get, why are such normal people take it? This is a controversy? Because the internet's not full of normal people. It's actually really simple. So, is it bad? Cutie is fundamentally incapable of teaching these guys anything because she lacks the perspective and experience from these marginalized groups. So this is just the implication that because she's white, she can't help anybody. Like, they like to use all of this language and semantics, but that's really what you're saying. That's it. That's really what you're saying. That's what you're going at. And this, see, I told y'all, they actually just racist. They actually, it's just that simple. And she fails as an ally because she won't listen to concerns of marginalized viewers. She fails as an ally because you don't want her as an ally. You want her as a servant. She calls herself an ally. You see her as a servant. So whenever you want to be, you don't see her on the same level as you. Her being an ally means that she agrees with what you say. There's a puppet. Exactly. See if I find any more of these here too. Because yeah, people are just losing their fucking mind over this shit. And yeah, again, and then fan. People are so mad about this. Look at this. 1.4 million views. Aren't people like you supposed to be all for reclaiming slurs? Surely there's an R-word pass. You mean retard? You mean the word retard? Retard? There's nothing wrong with it. For reclaiming, so mad about this. Look at this. Yeah, people are just losing their fucking mind over this shit. And yeah, again, and then fan, people are so mad about this. Look at this. 1.4 million views. Aren't people like you supposed to be all for reclaiming slurs? Surely there's an R-word pass. You mean retard? You mean the word retard? There's nothing wrong with it. Say it all the time. People like you see that? All of this. Twitch curates this sort of concealed right-wing agenda in all of their top streamers. It's not a right-wing agenda. It's called being normal. It's just a bunch of freaks on the internet convince themselves that being normal is right-wing. That's why every time isn't it so fucking condemning that whenever somebody goes and like, you know, some shooter goes and does something, the spastic, yeah, exactly, check major. No, we're gonna get around it. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry about it. Valkyrie 2, no, we're gonna get to the Valkyrie crypt. We're gonna get to the whole thing. This is a very important topic for me. You guys can probably tell that I have a lot of opinions on this because I've seen how this has evolved over the last 7 years, and I find the spectacle of the collapse of this to just be the most fucking. I'm so happy. I'm so happy this is happening. That finally. these people are turning against this. Like, this is, I'm so glad. I am so glad. Thank God. Yeah, base fan. Yeah, you don't need these losers. You don't need these losers. People like you, ooh girl, and this is it. They're all mad at her for this. Just because fan called them retarded. You want to know why you're really mad? Is because you're retarded. And you can see also, you can really tell when someone's got their ass beat. Fan deleted her tweets about this even. Because you've got all these mentally ill, weird loser Karens on the internet that are mad at them. Let me tell y'all something. This is for anybody like Ray or fan or fucking Cutie Cinderella, any of these people. This audience of weird, mentally ill losers are not the only people on the internet. You might think that there's a lot of them because they're all liking each other's stuff and they're very coordinated and they're hyper radicalized, but there's actually a very small amount of them. You don't have to live in according to what the most mentally ill person on the internet's most uncharitable take is towards what you believe. Stop living in the shadow and stop being a slave to these freaks. These mentally ill Karen freaks. That's the point? Yeah. Even Hassan crashed out on him? Yeah, because, I mean, the thing is, like, he knows. And the thing is that, like, W for Hassan, if you mean Hassan crashed out on people getting mad? Is that what happened? Is that what he said? Because I haven't seen Hassan talking about it. Did he do that? Based Hassan. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. Okay. Because he sees how stupid it is. It's stupid as fuck. Well, if he did do that, W, if he didn't, he should. Right? Yeah, that's the way I see it. Can you give me a DLDR? Let's see a clip. Well, yeah, I mean, I might see a clip, but yeah. Anyway, let's go back. Unique Hassan W. Listen, it's not about that. I don't think about people. I think about ideas. Sometimes people that I disagree with can be right. Sometimes people I agree with I can think are wrong. You know, like that's it. Why is purity test so high in the leftists? Because it has nothing to do with the values, and it has everything to do with the performative narcissism. Performative narcissism. That's what happened. And so, yeah, is Cutie his friend at least? Yeah, I think they're friends. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really close to them. Really. And so, yeah, it's exactly. Now, you and Hassan, a lot of shit you agree with is mostly just some stupid social shit that's different. Yeah, I'd say it's probably like maybe like 60-40, 70-30, something like that. Yeah. So, like, you want to talk about the 70 or the 30 or whatever, things that I might agree with, then, yeah, I'm fine to. Like, there are people, like, I have no problem joining forces with somebody who I usually disagree with to achieve a common goal that I think is in my best interest. I'll do that instantly because I don't care about what I need to do. I care about what I want to have happen. And all I do is I look at where I am, where I want to go, and I just get there. That's it. I don't think about anything else. So, yes. And, bring Mike on. Mike from PA about what? Like I don't know. Like I haven't heard him talk about that at all. Like I think he's kind of a dumbass, but you know that's the way it is. And anyway, let's see if I find so anyway, people have been just losing their mind over this girl, right? Okay, it's okay to stop talking, etc. And fan is just really going in on this and talking about this constantly. I'll see if there's any more of this. Really bad cutie, something else, etc. And fan is just really going in on this and talking about this constantly. I'll see if there's any more of this. Really bad cutie, something else. Thank you, everyone came to say hi. Yeah, she didn't even respond. So she's even deleting her tweets. You equate, I can't even say that one with gay. It's just simply not. I mean, it's not. There's a slur tier list. Everybody knows there's a slur tier list. Anybody that thinks that there's not a slur tier list, why is it that I can say cracker, but I'm going to say the N-word? It's because there's a slur tier list. There's different power levels, right? Yeah. I mean, really, like, don't say it. That's the way it is. Like, there's some of them I can say, some of them I can't say. Asmon's correct. What's the top two? Because obviously the N-word, that's Adava Kedavra, right? But what are the other black magic words of the dark arts? What's the second worst word? The F word? No, because people, I think it might be the Jewish K word. I feel like the people that use that one, there's no way the people that are using that word believe it was 6 million. I'll tell you that. There's not a chance. Is Crucio? Yeah. Automod is on a rampage? Yeah, y'all gotta shut the fuck up with that shit, alright? What are y'all thinking? A cunt? Nah, cunt's nothing. That's nothing. That's like Australia's word for friend. No, there's not that. I mean, I really think maybe that might be the second one. But I would have to really think about, because there are like abstract ones, like again, like we had, like there are ancient magic words that are beyond the dark arts that have been lost to time, right? Like words that you would use for, like, this is words that he would use, all right? The old dark magic arts for Italian Americans, for Irish Americans, that nobody even knows what these words are anymore. And so, no, I really think that, there are some other ones, like, really, no, y'all are saying some of them, they're not even that bad. They're not even that bad. Like, I'm telling you, like, again, what's crazy is that all of the words that you guys use and are giving examples of, and y'all, by the way, need to stop saying this. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm actually gonna get in trouble. Like, y'all need to stop fucking being like, oh, what about this slur? What about that slur? Like, y'all really need to stop this shit, right? Like, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, tone it the fuck down. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, there's a whole lot of these. But yeah, bro, like, words that he would use. Let me just say that. So anyway, people have been losing their mind over this, and they've been hating on Cutie Cinderella. And they've been just out of their mind. And again, look at, so she made a tweet, right? This tweet, this is her advertisement for milk, right? She literally made an advertisement for milk. 701 million views, but only 2,000 likes. Now, why is that? It's because of one reason, one word. Hoes mad. Address me. The elephant in the room. Comments turns off so she can block criticism in one place. 7.1, yeah, million. Did I say 1,000? Hose mat's 2 words? Now, if you don't put a space between them, then it's 1 word. The comments being turned off. There it is. Everybody is just losing their mind. People are furious at her about this, son. I hate when white people say the dumbest shit, then try to act innocent. It's a white person. So, this has really been getting her, getting her in a situation, right? All right, let's see it. Vanilla May says that Cutie made her uncomfortable in the last stream. Doesn't agree with anything she said. She won't collab for a while because of this. She doesn't agree with anything that Cutie said, but she just went in the clip and said that, and agreed with it. She literally just agreed with it herself. She roached out. Yeah, because she's afraid.
Simply didn't agree with it. I was uncomfortable. Obviously, as you could see in the clips. You know who I am, you know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or fucking shit about shit, then of course I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna make the assumptions that you're going to make.
Roach
but
out.
People who know me and know my
They're roaching
character
out.
and know what the fuck I stand for, know how I'm gonna go about this. So.
Well, we do because you said that's how you acted at a dinner table too with your own family, extended family.
I am simply stepping back from everything,
Yep.
everyone.
It's sad.
Gonna touch a little grass.
Genuinely sad. This is what happens. They will throw you under the bus in a second. She didn't look uncomfortable, though? No, she did when the chat started disagreeing. She did when the chat said she was wrong. How about that? How about that? Wow. Damn. What? Yep. Okay. So when it, yeah, what's this here? When the chips are down, the civilized people will eat each other. You'll see. I'll show you. The Joker. Hey, listen. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. I stream for free. I stream for free. I don't make any fucking money. Well, actually, I do. I make money on Kick. Kick, I make some money. But on Twitch, I don't make any fucking money. But somebody got to say it. Somebody got to get into this. Somebody got to let them know. Because if they don't, then that's the problem. Tweet that? Yeah. I like the one I always used. I told people before, I said, when the well runs dry, the people will begin to eat each other. And I think that's what's happened, is that once the amount of popularity has become finite, then you have everybody virtue signaling and purity testing each other so they can cannibalize each other. And that's what's happened ever since COVID. They've done that. Revenue check. How much money I've been making recently? Let's see how much money I've been making today. Earnings. Where's my money? I made, bro, this is embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing, bro. I made $21,000. That's it this month. What a joke. What a joke, bro. Like yesterday, I made $500. That's it. I only made $21,000 this month. I might as well go be a mailman. That's it. Yo, can I get that? Hey, I gotta go, guys. Wait. You want to borrow $50? What do you need $20 for? He's trying to get my last $10. No, I gotta go, guys. No way. It's honest work. 20, no, that's it. Let me hold 50. They are all hostages to their own audience. Just a few days ago, there were posts on Reddit about how they were all BFFs, and suddenly they're throwing each other under the bus. Sad, but funny. Vanilla literally came to FaZe Jason's concert, came to FaZe Silky's birthday party just a week ago, contacted FaZe Adapt, and now Cutie is under fire for associating them, and she throws Cutie under the bus, and FaZe is too much. Zero backbone. No, you don't understand. It's not that she doesn't have a backbone. Is it like, she would never that to begin with. She is doing this for money. You're doing this for money. It's about the money. It's not about a value system. It's not about a principle. It's about the money. Wait, why is it so hard for them to understand this? So Rich disconnected? Yeah, it's crazy what's going on here. And so her backbone is her audience. Really, that's what it is. The Dean clip? Nah, Dean is a real one. What did Dean say? I saw maybe something about it. I really like Dean. I met Dean recently at Nick's house. What a good guy. Dean is so cool. That's his name. And he's not lying. Where is it?
I went on a date with an individual in Seattle. And you know what I'm saying? Great date. I thought I was gonna close the deal. And she seen the bag of Chick-fil-A on my counter, and she said, "Oh, you eat Chick-fil-A?"
No way is she about to pull that bullshit. Oh my God, it's in Seattle. She's about to pull that bullshit.
And nothing happened.
No. So Chick-fil-A hates gay people. That's basically what the logic is.
I feel like this is
Yep. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
Unlike, listen, I'm a regular person. I ate it because the chicken was good.
What do you mean? Like, Chick-fil-A is delicious. You think he's gonna go and do some research? Well, wait a minute. The CEO in 1997 said that being gay was bad. Oh, I can't eat here anymore.
I didn't know there was some back end shit to it. God honest truth.
We gotta go Chick-fil-A today.
I feel like that's what happened.
You said dodge a bullet? People like that, you dodge a grenade.
One of those.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Context. Listen, if you just got, it's one of those you just got to know, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
going to go into context.
it's
It dives into the political side,
Yeah.
and I'm not into all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm
It's
not
about some
into all
gay shit, basically.
that. Seems like you're dying. True. So I hit the follow button. But yeah, listen, Vanilla Mace, you're probably a nice individual, to be honest with you. All right. I think it was just very stupid for you to use that as an excuse to farm LSF. Because listen, I'm telling you right now, you might.
She's not farming LSF, she's farming TikTok. You are right. Absolutely. You roached out on your friend because your friend was getting negative publicity. That's it.
be on the top of LSF right now for something.
It's completely right.
Something.
She's trying to escape the hate.
I don't know where it lies, to be honest with you, but LSF will switch up. LSF has no loyalties. I hope you know. All right.
No, and that's it. And then I think Ronaldo said some shit about this too, right? Where's it at? Here we go.
Calling us transphobes, racist, homophobic, whatever it is. I don't even know. Calling us transphobes, racist, homophobic, whatever it is. I don't even know the words they're saying. Now,
Doesn't even know it. What the hell is that? A home phone? You mean like a home phone? Oh, yeah, like you have, right.
now it's,
Like ET?
oh yeah, I'm uncomfortable with her statements. You were not uncomfortable with your statements.
Exactly, bro. You know it. Everybody knows it.
You're literally just anything your community says, you realize you're like, what? You have a filter.
Oh, bro. Oh my God. He's just saying it. Thank you, bro. Fucking thank you. Yes. See, I'm not the only one. Isn't it crazy that a lot of these guys, why is it that it's always people that are around my age that don't know how to act? Besides Dean. Dean and I are pretty close in age, I think, at least. So many people just don't know how to act. Is it a busted generation? Yeah, the millennials millennials are a cooked generation.
It seems like what are you doing?
You're going to make.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's saying she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying. What is?
Yeah, bro. She switched up on you real quick because she don't give a fuck about you. She only went to your event, man. She only went to your event because you're popular. She didn't give a fuck about you. If she could throw you under the bus to get 1,000 more viewers, she would do it instantly. That's the facts. And you got to get used to that. And Ronaldo, like, he's been in the game for a long time. He hasn't been popular for that long, though. And I'm not trying to shade him or anything. I love Ronaldo. I think he's great. But, like, for a long time, he wasn't in the position that he was in. Now he's in that position. Now you're getting 10K, 20K viewers, right? So you are being treated differently. You might not be used to that. But yeah, you're going to have a lot of people that are like that. Welcome to the rest of your life. Until you fall off, hopefully you don't. Until you fall off, welcome to the rest of your life. Keep them at arm's reach.
It seems to be whatever your community says, you get worried about.
Yep, 100%.
You get worried about what your community says because that's how you make your money.
Yep,
and you have to do it exactly what they say. You know, this isn't real fans, by the way.
Yes,
fans aren't just fans for holding you accountable. Fans are
exactly, bro. They don't even like you. They don't even like you. They just want you to say what they want.
Support you and understand your point of view or your statements. Anything that your community says, it seems like you just agree with it.
Yeah, because you can't. You can't go against it, bro. Exactly. Palmer's community, whatever that side is, think they can play Sims with streamers. The streamer's too dumb to agree with whatever Chappie's saying. Yeah, exactly. No, it's because she literally is. Exactly. Yeah. No, he is so right. 100%. This is why Cutie Time is trying to educate these bigots, and you can't even be bothered to learn what the words mean. Yeah, because they're just fake ass bullshit words that a bunch of retards invented so they can think that they're doing something in the world. You ain't doing nothing, Greg Bingle. Look at this. You can't. I can't like your tweet. Look at this stupid ass baldy, huh? Wearing a beanie because you're bald. Another millennial, another cooked ass millennial sitting around. Man, I'm so tired of these people, man. Oh my God. And act like they're bigoted too. Like, can we just take a step back? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because they made a gay joke, they're bigoted? Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, millennials are cooked. They are. It's embarrassing, bro. It really is. I think you have confirmation bias when it comes to millennials. If you only look at games made by millennials, the games DEI and shit, you don't acknowledge the majority of great indie games are made by millennials. You're right, but you got to admit that, like, we do have a really high ratio of weirdos. Like, we do. We have a really high ratio of weirdos. Like, and this is like maybe it's always been weird to me, but like I've always gotten along. Like, it's been hard for me to get along with people that are my age. Like, it's easier for me to get along with somebody who is like 25 or 45 than somebody who's 35 and I'm 35. Is that weird? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just it. And like, I can get along with anybody. It's not like I can't. But like, that's just the way it is. Same. Yeah. I genuinely think that it is a cooked generation. It is a cooked, barbecued, well-done, burnt-ass generation of people that have had their dopamine receptors fried by Y2K, 9/11, the 2008 recession, Trump becoming the president, the first black president. You've got every other COVID now. There's like 2 other ones I can't even think of that were bad. Actually, yeah, bro, it is a cooked generation. Aunt Furbies, Harambe, the whole thing, man. And some of them, they became furries. Exactly, yes. Wars, yeah, the 20-year war, Tylenol. Oh, man, don't even get me started. And so anyway, there's even more to it. Valkyrie told Cutie part of the reason why she's receiving backlash is because she's being so white.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know. And it also is just, you know, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
She's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. The fact is that a lot of the people that are hating on Cutie do genuinely hate white people. They hold resentment for white people, and they view white people as allies to the extent that they behave like puppets. Go look at the TikTok comments about this. Now, you might dislike the way that Ray said it, but what she said, and the fact that Cutie's saying this while being white, does matter. She said the truth, like she agrees with it, that's the problem. I don't care about that. I'm talking about like the fact that, I'm talking about like what does she really believe this? Like, nah, bro, like, let's talk about what's really going on here. What's really going on here is the fact that, then get mad. I'm not going to tell you not to get mad. Get mad as much as you want. But my point is that her being white is actually a big component to this. It is. And I'll see if anybody in the comments is even saying this. And before she makes it, I'm just ignorant apology tomorrow. Somehow Valkyrie is favorite Pokemon. That's an accomplishment. People are really mad. If she's still against how Twitch and streaming have become shithole, why does she involve herself in dog shit communities? She says in cases for extreme acceptance. Then she does all the things that go against that narrative. You have drama, just own it at this point. Yeah, I never talk about any of the shit. Like, and that's the thing is like you never, if you want people to like you, never talk about this stuff. That's the secret. And anybody who talks about this stuff all the time is hated. That's the truth. Like Queso, like people like Queso, he never talks about this shit. Never talks about this shit at all. And so I don't even insinuate it, don't have anything to do with it. And you can do that, that's totally fine. Yeah, stop fucking feeding it. Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. And when do you think these people finally get pushed back for being racist against white people? I think that when white people stop apologizing for being white, I think that's the time that they'll stop doing that. Is because you have a lot of self-hating white people that will prostrate themselves in front of these audiences and apologize for their skin color. And the moment when they stop doing that, which nobody should have to apologize for their skin color. You're black, good. You're white, good. You're brown, good. You're Asian, good. If you have any outlook besides that, you're a fucking racist. That's it. That's right. No, not prostate. That's different. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is really what I'm trying to say here. And if I go back, I'll see a few more of these here and find it. It's a millennial. I think white guilt is mainly a millennial thing. It's primarily a millennial thing. Exactly. And so it'll go away whenever white people stop having white guilt. And that way they can defend themselves and call this racism out and be like, this is fucking ridiculous. But right now, white people are afraid to do that. They shouldn't be, but they are. And that's the reason why it happened. What the fuck is white guilt? The idea that there's like an original sin that white people committed by coming to America, having slavery, and then also displacing Native Americans, and the ways that white people have colonized other parts of the world, like for example, India and places in other areas in like the Indo-Asia region, also Africa as well, etc. Right, and basically everywhere, right? And so like that's really the reason why. That's some American bullshit. No, I'm telling you, like, you asked me a question, I'm giving you an answer. I'm not agreeing. I'm just simply answering your question. I think it's retarded. It can go both ways. It's a U.S. West thing. Slavic countries don't have the skills at all. Yeah, I know. Like, I know a little bit of y'all's history, but not a lot. But I know enough about it to know why. So, yeah, there's definitely that. Shouldn't that be British guilt? Well, I don't know. There's Americans too, right? I mean, in general, right? But anyway, let's go back here. We conquered their country? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what happened. Just fuck off. Yeah, exactly. And U.S. has crazy race issues that are obsessed. Well, that's because it's easier to keep people obsessed with race issues, so they never bring up class issues. Thank God people are fighting about, whether somebody's transphobic or homophobic, while, all these multi-fucking $100 billionaires, $100 billion heirs, just run free, run wild. It's all a distraction from class warfare. That's it. Valkyrie probably mad at Cutie for telling Chad about Hassan. I don't know about that. That's some other bullshit. She forgot to share her best get out of jail free, but genocide. Yeah. What if again? It is just what is being so white. Ray is right. Ray is right. And nobody wants to hear it, and that's the reason why I'm saying it. The fact is that there are a lot of those people on TikTok and in these communities that do have genuine, bona fide, actual resentment for white people. It is true. It is real. Ray identifying that doesn't make her a bad person. It makes her smart. That's the reason why she's getting pushback. Ray's German. Yeah, she's like half German or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know everybody's ancestry, right? Let me see if I can find a few more of these here. Miskiff get no, bro. Okay, let me get to a few. I'll see if there's any more of this to look at. But I just want to say, like, my final. No, bro. Okay, let me get to a few. I'll see if there's any more of this to look at. Miskiff get no, bro. Okay, let me get to a few. I'll see if there's any more of this to look at. But I just want to say, like, my final opinion on all this. I just want to make sure that I get all of this real quick. And maybe I'll watch this because this is kind of like
it just feels gross. Like, I feel gross. Just being around it, being associated with it, being like in the eyes of